Hi, have you ever found yourself in a situation where you want to ensure that you create the right impression, but you just don't know how to do it? So I'm here to help you today with a simple framework, a simple formula that will help you ensure exactly the kind of impression that you want to create. Want to know more about it? Here we go. It's called the 10-20-30 formula. What is it? 10 stands for the first 10 steps. 20 stands for the top 20 inches and 30 stands for the first 30 words. Let us break it down. Suppose you are expecting a visitor, right? In the next couple of hours, the visitor arrives at your office. You get a call from the reception desk. You get up from your seat and you're now about to meet the visitor in person. And you're at a certain distance from the visitor. You can see the visitor can see you. Now there is some physical distance and you're going to travel this distance by taking a walk. The first 10 steps that you take towards the visitor speak a lot about your mental setup. Are you feeling nervous? Are you feeling agitated? Are you feeling too excited? Are you feeling desperate? What exactly is going on within your mind? Therefore, the first 10 steps are critical. To ensure that you take the first 10 steps the right way, make sure you do not walk very fast and at the same time you do not walk very slow. What you need is a graceful walk. Now, what do we mean by a graceful walk? It means that you're walking at a pace where you're comfortable and confident. You have a straight posture, you're looking straight into the eyes of the person, and you also maintain a smile on your face. Now, do the 10 steps need to be exactly 10 steps? Not necessarily. We call it 10 steps so that we can remember it better, but it can also be 12 steps, sometimes 8 steps. But if you remember that the first few steps that you take are critical, then you'll make sure that you rightly walk the entire distance. Next comes 20, the top 20 inches of your appearance. Now, if you ever watch a celebrity on television, you will see that you can often see a television screenshot. And that is what we mean by the top 20 inches. What does one see in the top 20 inches? Simple things, but important things. For example, have you combed your hair? Have you shaved? Yeah. What kind of attire are you wearing? What are the accessories that you're carrying? So whether you're a man or a lady, it's very important that you create the right impression by the attire and the accessories that you carry. Also, the color of the attire that you're wearing has an impression on the other person. So all these things become critical when you see someone in person or even in the virtual format. So remember the top 20 inches. In the corporate world, it is also important that if you wear makeup, you wear what is called as natural makeup. You need to appear classy and not jazzy or glamorous. Perhaps a party is the right place where you might want to look slightly more jazzy. But when it comes to an office environment, you definitely have to look more classier. And then finally, we have 30. 30 stands for the first 30 words that you use in a conversation. That's a make or break. A lot of times people start their conversation like this. Oh, good that you are here. I just needed to share something with you. Yesterday, I've sent you an email. Have you had the time to go through it? And blah, blah, blah. Is that a great start? Definitely not. When you happen to meet someone that you already know, or you happen to meet someone for the first time, it's an opportunity for you to build rapport by talking to that person about something which is slightly more informal, but at the same time personal. For example, a good start could be, hey, good to see you here. I hope you didn't find any traffic on the way. Or the last time we met, you told me that your father is not keeping well. I hope he's doing well now. That's the kind of start that you want to have to build that small connect, which often goes into building a great conversation. Many people make the mistake of starting the conversation purely on a business dialogue, and that often sinks the entire conversation. So the next time you have a conversation with someone, please make sure that you start on a slightly informal note, perhaps slightly personal as well. And that will help you connect with the other person, and then you can have a wonderful conversation. So here is the 10-20-30 rule for you once again. 10 stands for the first 10 steps when you approach someone. 20 talks about the top 20 inches of your appearance. And 30 talks about the first 30 words that you tend to use in your conversation. Now, what is important is that you practice 10, 20, 30. The more you practice this, the more you get natural at it. And every meeting, every situation, you can create the right impression. I hope you'll be able to practice this and apply it as and when required. Thank you so much.